small reaction to this, because honestly, it's a kid singing about police brutality. Is it sadder that it's a kid singing this? Like, even children know how fucked up the world is? Then again, children, I said it once, I said it again, children are the ones changing the world. Rather it's King's granddaughter, rather it's that little girl that was fighting for climate change, rather it's half the people at the protest that are getting this. Okay, now short thing from me. Okay, I've actually known some cool cops. Nothing to do with them, except the thin blue line. But this is why I think the good cops keep their mouth shut. Yeah, it's horrible for what the horrible cops do. But if you have someone that's beside you constantly, that's trained to kill, and that you've seen do horrible stuff to people for no reason, half your mind's like, okay, this guy knows my family, this guy knows me, this guy knows my friends. If I go to IE and this doesn't go through, and the next case one, I'm the first one out through the door, and I'm expecting the guy I just ratted on to watch my back, dude might put a bullet in it. So I don't think it's the people that keep their mouth shut for years, the cops that kept their mouth shut for years, I don't think it's them, like, not protecting theirs and the blue veil and all that. I think it's them just being aware of what could happen to them if they piss off this psycho with a gun. And straight up, the ones that hatred, bigotry, like fucking killers, are just psychos that we give guns to. It'd be the same thing if I randomly go down the street and hand out guns and authority to random people. Actually, no, it won't. Because the safest neighborhood I've ever lived in, it wasn't because of the cops. It was because of the clubhouse on the corner. So, yeah, gangs might be dangerous to communities, but the gangs that protect their communities protect them better than the cops do. Like, I told you, I've said this lots of times. I grew up broke as hell and kind of slower, if you haven't noticed. So, I've never gotten as bad as my friends that are minorities, but I've had a kick to the ribs once or twice. But I've also had a cop literally sit me down and have a conversation with me when he thought when I was a little kid and I was caught stealing. That's one of the best people I've ever met, because guy set me straight. He didn't try to scare me, he just sat me down and had a conversation with a child like he was an adult. But yeah, back to this. The safest neighborhood I've ever lived in, and I've lived like 2 blocks away from local police department, like those little things they have in every neighborhood. I forgot what they're called. I know they're not departments, but anyway, I've lived 2 blocks away from there that constantly had cops. The safest place I've ever built it, that had no crime, that had nobody breaking into any houses, that like I could walk home fucked out of my mind, pass out beside my house, like not even on my property, and I had no threat of being robbed or being raped or anything. is because I live 2 blocks away from a clubhouse. Oh, and if you don't know what a clubhouse is, you've obviously never known a biker.